Hey Raz. Let's see, where's all my stuff here? Maybe GameStop is trying to do their clearing of their stuff again. I know they did it last year and everything. Hey Xville. Yeah, we're trying to make a Giganta. Trying to see if I can get this stuff mixed up for the skirt. This way it'll kind of cure a bit, and then maybe we can wrap it around later. I was gonna do it earlier, but I was sidetracked. Yeah, GameStop usually had, I used to follow the GameStop deals when they had a lot of the DC stuff in stock, but since DC Direct went under, they don't carry them, so I don't pay attention. But don't forget, like, Black Friday is around the corner, so they're probably going to start trying to really purge some stuff. You know, keep an eye on the website too at GameStop, because sometimes it's possible they're marked down a little bit cheaper than the actual store than if you show it to them online. they can actually meet the price. Hell, you can even ask the manager if, you know, they'll give you a deal on it. I'm pretty sure they're hurting to sell stuff, so. Alright, I'm gonna go flatten this out, be right back. Hey Scott, how's it going? Alright, so I got my magic sculpt rolled out. Gonna let this sit for probably a half hour or so. Let it toughen up a bit. And then we can try and wrap it around and start up the skirt. But it's just too soft to do it now. Hey Butterfly. Yeah, it was actually raining like crazy this morning, and then all of a sudden now the sun's out and it's nice out, so. Thomas, yes, I use epoxy sculpt over all my stuff I prime. I mean, give me a sec, I gotta wash my hands. I'll show you the other one I'm gonna work on now. So you can see she was primed up on the legs, and I put the epoxy sculpt over the primer. So all that gray is primer, and then the epoxy sculpt is over it. So yeah, you can prime, epoxy, Aves, prime, and you can keep going. That's what I do for a lot of my stuff. Hey JC. Okay, so, for those who weren't in any of the Picardo streams this week, I shaped up this morning, the stuff for her, knee pads, and, it's got a little bit more tweaking to go to make it curve, because they're not actually perfect in some areas. You can't really see it in the pic I have it there. Hold on. Yeah, it's not really in this pic, but she's got these, like, oval things here. Sort of like some kind of like oval thing, but I have to shape up the main shape before I add those. That's her knee right there, I kind of sanded down. Where's my photos of her? Where the hell did they go? No, that's not it. There we go. Yeah, so she's got these oval things on the picture. Go like right around like this somehow. Something like that. It's actually a little bit different shape. But I still got to kind of shape this up a little bit more of a curve. But I'm not really good with armor, but I'm trying to get there. But this piece here is kind of warped on me. I have to kind of fix this piece a little bit more. So it's getting there, little by little. I think once I get the basic shape done, I can actually start detailing it up. One of the main problems with this character is like she's got different armor and boots and stuff on every drawing from different artists, so we're just kind of going with the one cover for now. Hey, Raccoon. wish I could have done this in one shot, but the way I kind of work with this with aids, I got to keep building it in sections. Well, it's good to have a second one. Try different things with each one. Thomas, I use Dupa Color Filler Primer for everything. It's my go-to primer. It might be a little bit more expensive, but I've never had a problem with any of it. I use these two. You know, I buy them now. I buy them off of Amazon. I buy them in 6-packs because the car, they're at auto body stores. They raise the prices, so there's not really many discounts online. And then when I actually go to the store and ask if I want to buy like 10 cans, I usually ask the manager for a discount. Every time I go to the store now, they're never in stock, so I have to order them online. So you can see the red primers here, and then the gray primers on the statues. So I guess until everything starts getting caught up, production-wise, I gotta order it off Amazon. I find that it's cheaper anyway now. I used to be able to go into the auto body store and ask the manager for a discount, and he would give me like each can like $5.40 a can instead of like $7.99. But they're never in stock anymore. At least not by me. But that's the primer I like to use. Now, other people might use the Tamiya primer. Some people like the Rust-Oleum. But for me, that's what I use. just got annoying that I go to the stores and they just don't have the stock in there. They might have one can or something, but they just won't give me a deal on one. Kind of like, well, if you're gonna buy 10, it's different, but I'm like, you don't have 10 in stock. Thomas, thanks for the $1.99. I appreciate it. And my pleasure. The Duplicolor is a great primer. It goes on nice and smooth. It dries fast. I never have any. Just don't prime in the cold, like cold weather, because your item's gonna bleed on you. You might think that it wouldn't, but it bleeds. It doesn't actually cure fast enough, you know? So cold weather is bad for priming. Make sure you have a heater or something to warm up the item. I used Tamiya primers once back in the day, like really back in the day. It went on so smooth, it was like a glass, it was just so damn smooth I couldn't get paints to stick to it. So I'm not saying it's not bad, I just didn't like how smooth it went on. Like it was like plastic smooth. But that was probably back in 2006. So I haven't gone back since. You know what it is I got stuck with the Duplicolor. It works. It makes my flow go amazingly, and I just stick with it. Instead of trying to try something new on a statue and screw it up, kind of just stick with what works. Gonna have to cut these down a bit. These are too large. Gotta kind of shape this one up more. I mean, I don't mind trying new things, but I don't want to try it on like a commission and then something gets screwed up. And I'm getting kind of like, you know what it is I get a lot of people telling me use this, use that, just like I'm telling you what to use, and it might not work for you. You know, I'm not claiming that everything I do is the way to do it, but it's just what I like. Sometimes I don't want to take a risk on a commission, you know? these are almost shaped up to the point where they're gonna work. This little piece over here is kind of weird. Seen the end? Yeah, you know, that's always the big talk about everything lately is 3D printing, and it's an option. I so far have used it for a few things, but I still like the kind of like salvage statues and customize stuff. But I'm starting to use more 3D elements for stuff. Like for her symbol here, instead of me trying to sculpt that, which would be a nightmare, I found a nice 3D sculpted symbol, and my friend's printing it out for me. So this way I could Dremel out this area and just put that 3D item into it. So I'm utilizing it a little bit more here and there, but I don't want to just like take a 3D item, print it out, and paint it and be over with. I kind of like doing this stuff. You know, changing things, having fun. If you kind of get what I'm going at. Because the way it's going, you're going to have about 30 million 3D printer guys and painters, and I kind of like just screwing around doing stuff like this. It's a little different. As my college buddy would say on the farm, it's a little bit different. Yeah, I'm sure the 3D printers will get to the point sooner or later where you'll buy 3D cartridges, you know, or inks and stuff, and it'll print it out in color. That's a few more years down the road, but it's getting there. Thomas, as far as cloth work goes, it's a nightmare trying to find a seamstress or a tailor. I do know a seamstress that's helping me with my stuff, but she's so booked up, it's unreal. The way I found her and another seamstress before she retired, look up doll makers. If you could find any doll makers in your area, you can maybe see if one would actually help you out and make you a cape. For about 2012, I moved down here. I went up and down the area to all these tailor shops and you know, wedding boutique places. Nobody wanted to help me. Then I started looking up doll makers online, and there's a lot of communities of people who actually dress up dolls. It's a really, really big community. If you could find one of them, they might be able to help you. You could also hit up like a Joann's fabric store and ask around. And ask them if they know anybody that does stuff. Sometimes the Joann store, they have a bulletin in the back and people leave their business cards. That's basically as far as I've gone. I've actually contacted a couple cosplay girls and asked them like, how do you sew your stuff? Do you have somebody that's willing to like do a cape? But they never like replied back to me. So I've tried everywhere on my end, and that's the only thing I've come up with. You know, probably 15 years ago, you could probably find a seamstress everywhere. Now, it's like a dying skill. Or somebody that doesn't want to be bothered with statues, you know. They want to just do dresses or wedding stuff and not be bothered with these little stupid things. Hey Thago, if I said that right, appreciate it. The way this one goes in the picture is a little bit more of a point. Then what I think I'll do is I'll throw another layer over here, but try to bring it around, make it a little bubble-like. It's kind of hard to explain. I have to let it dry first. Plus I gotta sand this down. Actually, you know what? It's a little bit smaller. It's not as long. So let's cut it here. And cut it here. Yeah, kind of like where the knee is. So, I found an item. I got it today. So I'll be posting that. Alright, so kind of talk about what I'm trying to do with the streams going forward. So what I'm going to focus on, and I was talking to some of the guys on the Picardo live streams this week, is we're going to try and finish up that black cat statue I got on the streams and April O'Neil after Giganta. I figure we'll try and get those two done. Getting sick of them on my shelf. And then after that, I got my hands on the latest Wonder Woman premium format from Sideshow. Just made the deal today. So that's going to be probably, maybe we'll kick off like maybe the end of December or January, depending on how things go, for the Patreon's choice of the next character. But I'll make a post on the Patreons when I'm ready to start thinking about it a little bit more. But I think that'll be like the next item to work on the streams, the bigger item. Not sure yet if I want to go with Wonder Woman out variations or decide on a different character. But I'll I'll talk about it with the Patreons when I'm ready to start working on it. Raz, yeah, remember how on the streams this week on Picardo I was talking about how we're gonna focus on Black Cat and April O'Neil? Well, I did get a Wonder Woman premium format today. I'll get it in next week. But that's going to be it's the Sideshow Wonder Woman, the latest one. So I'm thinking maybe some like variant outfits of Wonder Woman that you never see made. I got a couple ideas. Or maybe a different character altogether. I gotta kind of think about the pose a little bit more, if it would actually fit a character that's not Wonder Woman, you know? But I got it on a really good deal, and I think it'll be a good item to work on for Patreons. No, Butterfly, that Wonder Woman, hell no, that would be expensive as hell to get. But I'll make the post in maybe a few weeks on Picardo when I mean not Picardo, on Patreon. So that's kind of the start of the knee. Figure once I sand that down, I'll fill up the area a little bit more to create a line around it. Yes, that's the one, Butterfly. I got that one. So I'm debating, you know how like Wonder Woman, like in variations, you know, you got the anime Wonder Woman, you got the, what was it, the World War III Wonder Woman with the speckles, you have Wonder Woman that was a Black Lantern. So there's a lot of different Wonder Womans that maybe we'll just keep it a Wonder Woman themed statue, but a different outfit. Or if I find another character I think might be cool. I'm going to do some research and plan it out a bit. No 52 Wonder Woman. I don't like that. I mean, the outfit's okay, but I'm not interested in doing that outfit. What's up, Raphael? Alright, let's... I don't know if this is... Hey, Mr. Do, no flames out of her mouth, only because her face is... It's not an open mouth. This is the X-23 statue from Sideshow. So no, she doesn't have it where the flames are gonna... It's not really an open mouth. But she's coming together, getting the boots situated. The outfit's pretty much done. I gotta clean her up. Once I get the boots done, it's pretty much fine-tuning some stuff, and then the hair, and then the base. You bought a mermaid? Which mermaid? A Disney mermaid or the sideshow one? What statue, Chris? Alright. Gonna have to get some tape, maybe some glue. Let's see if we can start this skirt. So let's get the camera over here a bit so it's not in my face. Oh yeah, that Wonder Woman? Yeah, she's actually not a small statue. She is pretty thick and big, so it's gonna be a hell of a project. But I think we can make a good Wonder Woman out of it too. We're probably gonna do the whole pale gold from Alclad on her armor and jewelry. But for her shoes, we'll probably do like a, kind of like a leather suede type shoe thing. So let's get the glue over here. Let's figure out how to get this skirt on without making a mess. So the other picture I had for the silly putty, which was here? No, here. Yeah, the idea behind this one is taking an anime character from the cartoon and sort of seeing what she would look like as a premium format. And I always like the design anyway. But skirts are always a pain in the ass. They're not something that gets done in one shot. So we're gonna see how well this works today. Alright, so this part over here is going to look nasty as hell for a while. We have to make sure we get this to stick. I'm doing this with Magic Sculpt, and the reason I'm using Magic Sculpt is, one, it toughens up a little faster than Aves, and it's also a little bit stronger than Aves. So, but it doesn't stick like Aves. too well. Yeah, Tony, I would do the paper template, except I want to kind of curve this and kind of have fun with it. So I'm trying to do a little bit of fudging, as you can see. It'll get there. Well, the way I'm gonna add wrinkles and stuff, we're gonna try and do it now and stuff. But sometimes with Aves, like I did with the Velma skirt, is you get a basic shape going first, and then you could go in there and do some extra. But let me just try and get this stuff kind of going, and then we'll see about playing with some of the wrinkles, because I have some tape and keep dipping my finger in the safety solid, which I don't think it'll do anything to this, but and the coolest thing about this is that if once this cures, you can actually kind of chop it up a bit, you know? So the idea would be sort of kind of start going like this, you know? So like I said, we're gonna have the hair blow this way. So I'm thinking about, I'm not trying to make those three weird things that are in the cartoon. I'm kind of doing my own little skirt. So, you know, you have a little bit of a lifting part here. See how it's cracking, but that'll get tweaked with Aves. So we can go in with the skirt, or we could kind of come up with the skirt. But I'm thinking more something like this. What do you guys think? Something like that. Kind of play with it. Over here, yeah, I'll probably do a little bit of like wrinkles with Aves, like it's kind of pushing into it a bit. Is that what you're asking? I'm thinking. Like, with this Magiscope, you can kind of like cut this too after it cures, because there's a layer of primer there. So if you kind of slice this and pry it up, it won't stick to the resin because there's primer and you kind of pull it, type thing. So you know, let's kind of. So I got the skirt back here too. So it's just a matter of kind of playing with it at the moment. Giving it a little bit of a curl. The problem though is it's not going to stay exactly where I'm trying to do with it, because it's going to like sort of flop down. Kind of. Alright, let me kind of get down here for you guys a little bit. Hold on. Alright. So, like, say this piece is just too, so let's kind of cut it a bit. Yeah, so you could probably cut a little bit more off of it. You guys think maybe something a little bit more like that? Now, even though it's kind of longer, I can sort of shave it down with sandpaper, so... It's gonna break on me. So what do you guys starting to think of the shape like that? Because like I said, the wind is going to be blowing the hair this way. So it's just a matter of just toying with it, getting a shape. Well, the point, I gotta make sure I can get in there with paint too, that's the other thing. I have to kinda, let's try to see something here. Let's kinda lift this up a bit. It's messy as all hell right now, but like this will get all cleaned up. That's all breaking, but Well, the problem is it's like falling on me. I gotta wait for it to get a little stiffer, and I could kind of do a little bit more with it. I'm trying to... So we're gonna see a little bit of the booty here, but like I said, I gotta get in there. So I'm thinking this is gonna be opened up a little bit more, and then toned down a little bit, like, because like I said, I can sort of break this up and tweak it a little bit more. But like, you know, I definitely want to bring this up more like this. But see how it falls? Now I could put a piece of tape up there right now, but the problem with the tape is it's just going to hold this and that'll sag. So this is the problem when I do come up with these like things. So you just got to kind of let it get a piece going, let it harden up, and then get back to it. So I just got to kind of set it aside and then come back to it in like 20 minutes or so and kind of keep doing that. But like once this hardens up, this magic sculpt will like be a really great, you know, piece. I wish it would just stay put, but it's not going to. That's the problem. And then see how this is all kind of like really, you know, curved down here? I can sand this down and tweak this a bit later. So that's not an issue. And you see how this piece is over here? If I have to, I could Dremel this out and I could create a better curve too, you know? You know, there's plenty of room under there to paint. Yeah, it's this I think this is where I want it to be, but it just sags. I gotta just let it kind of cure up a bit. You see how this is all jagged? I'll have to get in there with sandpaper and kind of clean it up. And this is really thick here, so I can actually sand this down until I start hitting the booty, and I can really kind of tweak that a little bit more. So it's just a matter of just dealing with this over the next hour or two. And then once it gets to the point where it's kind of staying where I want it to be, then I can start using some tape and kind of like tape up the areas to really let it sit. See, I want this to kind of curve up a little bit more, but it's just not going to let me right now, so I'll have to sand that down and tweak it. If we want to see the butt cheeks more, we're just going to have to cut out more. because it's just on there way too thick at the moment, but I hope it doesn't fall on me. We're getting a little bit of the booty showing now. Like I said, I'm gonna have to tweak this with the eaves after it's cured. That's what I hate about Magic Sculpt. You can't really push it like Aves. No, Tony, it's fine. That's kind of what these projects are meant for. I'm not going to always get the perfect what everybody visualizes, but it's kind of the fun thing about doing these on live stream for everybody. You know, I understand people want certain things and would like to see things, but sometimes I'm limited to what the material can do right now. But, you know, we're just going to keep working it. I'm going to keep playing with it, you know, and just, it'll get there one way or the other. Doesn't happen like in, you know, I'm not a sculptor that can get it done in 15 minutes, you know. Some of these other guys out there can bang this stuff out way better. But, you know, just kind of playing with it, I'm starting to kind of create a little bit more wrinkles and life to it. You know, it just, Magic Sculpt kind of sucks for this. But no, anyone that wants to chime in, go ahead. I can't promise it's going to happen, but I'll take the, you know, feedback. So let's put it this way. I got plenty of commissions that I deal with what the client wants. I got plenty of stuff that I do that I want to do. And this is stuff that people get to come in, chime in, see if, hey, you know, maybe that wrinkle looks a little bit better this way, type stuff. So it's just kind of do a little bit of everything. But I'd rather do this with you guys than family members, because they'll be like, oh, it looks amazing, you know, the doll looks great, type shit. So yeah, if like you could do this with Aves, but I would have to let the Aves cure up for about 2.5 hours before I can even attempt to do stuff like this with Aves. That's the only problem. I like Aves like that, but the other problem though is Aves isn't as strong as Magic Sculpt, so and the reason why I'm trying to chop it out from under there is because I want to create the wrinkles too, to kind of toy with it more. But I'll never be able to do that with it all chunked up in there with Aves. So I just got to kind of keep cutting it out. Scott, I do Aves for everything. Aves is pretty much my go-to for just about everything. But whenever I want to do something like this as an armature type thing, I like Magic Sculpt. And like say, if this arm, we want to break this arm and turn it this way, I put a rod in there and then put like which would be the skeleton, mix a little bit of Magic Sculpt, and then put Aves over on top of that. Alright, we're gonna let that sit. I got a bunch of this Magic Sculpt sitting here now, so before this hardens on me, let me put it on that base. Good thing of having these side projects, all these other projects, this way I don't waste material. This is something. So whenever I use Aves, like the pink stuff here, this is called safety solvent, and Aves sells this stuff, and that's what I use. But for the Magic Sculpt, I was just using water. That's all. So right now this is Magic Sculpt. So if I just put this on here, I use water, and I just kind of, so it doesn't stick to my finger too much. Chris, what do you mean? Well, I forgot what I said. I'm kind of trying to think about the wrinkles and everything. I forgot what I mentioned. Is this what you mean? Like if I play with it too much, it starts cracking and breaking on me? Because I don't know why, but I can fix all this later. This part I want to kind of, it's got way too much age here. Take some of this down. This is just water. Yeah, so I'll have to go in here and really sand that down. So I'm just kind of double checking to make sure I get in there with some paint. Get in there with a paintbrush. Oh, okay, yeah, so... Alright. So if I wanted to break the arm, what I would do is, just imagine this is a metal rod, you know, so what I would do is I would Dremel this out, you know, take out her elbow, take out the whole elbow, so cut here, and everything. Put a metal rod in there, and then bend the rod to reposition the arm, right? Then I would use Magic Sculpt to sort of build out the muscle between the two places, like this, just to sort of hold it in place. And then once that's cured, what I would do is I would use Magic Sculpt around there and build out the muscles and the elbow again. So this would kind of be like the armature to keep it, like, let this cure overnight. So this piece of resin and this piece of resin with her arm this way would hold it. So that's kind of what I would do with Magic Sculpt and Aves. I've done it in a few other videos in the past. Maybe you guys might have seen them. I didn't really explain it too much. If I ever do another project, maybe again I could do a video on it. I don't really break a lot of pieces like I used to, you know. Does that make sense? Or am I still kind of babbling? Alright, so what do you guys think of it so far? Just compared to the silly putty we started from the beginning. It's a little messy now, but Scott, I think they get raw materials from somewhere, but they actually make it everything. I think are they in Wisconsin or Michigan? I forget where they're at. But I think they produce everything here in America, but they get their raw materials from other places. I think. Something like that. So we kind of keep a little bit of the booty showing. I think I want to go more this way. Lift it up a little bit more. I think maybe once she's got the hair flowing, it'll look a little bit better. And then if you have flash at the bottom of the base looking up her skirt, kind of a bonus. So what do you say we let this kind of cure up a bit, and then we can play with it a little bit later. Well, Scott, I think they still gotta wait for the raw material though, because I'm pretty sure they get it in bulk where they can't really fly it over on a plane. So they probably have to have this stuff like delivered by trucks. So what this piece here, Tony, or this piece over here? One or two? What, you think you should be pushed down more? Well, I think what I want to do is I want to pull this more, but it's kind of... I think this side is going to have to get sanded down a bit and sort of tweaked. Kind of and all this here has got to get tweaked. Yeah, I just got to play with it. I just got to let it cure up a little bit more. I'm just going to let it cure up a little bit more, and I can come back and sort of tweak it, and then I can probably use tape to hold it up, because if I try to do tape with this now, this won't stay up too well. So let's just let it cure up a bit. I don't want to over push it while it's still soft. Yeah, like I said, don't forget we're gonna add a little bit of folds in here with Aves. You know, we'll clean it up a bit more. I have to definitely sand a lot of this stuff over here because it's so thick. What I might do is, as it hardens up a little bit more, I actually might take some of this out. Actually, might take some of it out now. I'd rather show some of the booty and then tweak it later with Aves than to try to do it now. You know, like I said, it's going to look a little strange, but that'll get tweaked. Plus, this will give me an idea of how thick it is there. Yeah, so it's a lot of sanding, a lot of tweaking. Like, I'm probably gonna have to slice this out too. Because I even did it with Velma a little bit, where I actually kind of chopped up some areas and then I kind of rebuilt them. So you can see how thick it is over here. That'll get tweaked. Yeah. I think next week, once we start working on the wrinkles, it'll start coming together. That'll be a little bit more fun than this. This is just kind of nerve-wracking in a sense. Alright, so while that is kind of curing up, let's work on April. Figure do a little bit more with her now. here. I think what we'll do is we'll work on our belt and the wrinkles over in here. Try to create this little wrinkle system. Maybe down the line I'll revisit another April if I find another statue kind of my own little way. Maybe. We'll see. But for right now I think messing around with this item is kind of fun. If she's popular, and if people kind of like it, then maybe I'll redo another April down the line. See if I could find like a sort of more of like a sexier adult pose type thing. Maybe that would be kind of cool. Oh, and I probably will be finishing up Velma on tomorrow. I painted up all the outfit, so all I have to do left is the shoes, the glasses, the hair, and the eyes. And Velma will be done. So I don't think I'll have her up on Saturday, but I think the following weekend, or maybe during the week, I'll have the final videos up. It all depends on how much I get done this weekend. Hey Ian, how is it? I don't know. What are you asking? I'm doing good. How you doing? Well, JC, like I said, I got a long list of stuff I'm doing. Long list. So can't add more to it. Yeah, this is kind of more of a spur of the moment type character thing for the streams. Just a statue I had sitting around for ages. So we're just kind of seeing how this is going to end up. Roll this out. This is an old Sideshow Collectibles Rogue statue, the Adam Hughes one. She's in the all green outfit, shiny, coming through the wall. I had, it's been sitting on my shelf for a long time, so I decided to use it as an item for the streams. Well, that doesn't sound like fun, Ian. Yeah, like I said, those M1s are looking amazing, so. Well, if you need Windows, you could probably get a deal on an old Intel one, but they kind of went up in price still. I think once everybody gets off the Intel stuff, you'll probably find a better deal. No, Ian, these are just the heads that came with the statues. Well, for the Giganta I'm working on, that's a different head from another statue that's in scale. So it actually fits the statue, so I'm not using the Power Girl head that came with it. So sometimes the other heads from other statues are in scale and I can use those. It all depends. Oh, sorry, I missed that message. Tony, what are you asking? Are you asking me or asking somebody else? Sorry, kinda. It's actually goody, and I know there's a lot of people out there that do or look for custom head stuff for a lot of the sideshow things and other statues. At least I know people used to do that a lot. Well, that sounds like a plan. You could sell your STL files or do stuff like that. You should link up with We Are Collectors on Instagram. He shows off a lot of people's sculpts. Be a good place to show a lot of your stuff. Unless you're already on there, I'm not sure. No, We Are Collector. I'll give you the link right now. He shows off a lot of, really nice guy. He shows off a lot of people's sculpts. It's good advertising. Hold on, I'll find him in a second. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you know, see if he'll link some of your stuff or whatever, you know. Can't hurt. Yeah, he shows off a lot of other artists out there, so it's like, you know, you can see like what people are sculpting and, you know, what people are kind of showing off their portfolio stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of guys out there sculpting now. Well, practice, step up your game, get stuff out there, try new things, see what people are doing, and don't give up, just keep going. I believe it, Ian. There's a lot of drama in every community. I remember when I bought a bunch of Captain Marvel Bust from Bone designs, and I started doing all the customs, and I posted them on statue form. There was a guy going nuts on me saying I was recasting them, but you could see all the Bone design boxes in the picture. The dude went ape shit, and everyone's like, "Dude, did you even see all the pictures in the post?" He just saw a couple Captain Marvel busts, and he thought right away I was recasting. It was hilarious. I was all new to the hobby and everything. It was a riot. No problem, Raphael. Have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, what's up, Hulk Smash? Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it, Ian. Just do your own thing, have fun. Okay, Thomas, when I get off the stream and stuff, I'll take a look. Well, I have better music when I stream on Picardo during the week. This is all I can really play on YouTube, so... That's my Picardo channel, so if anyone, if you ever, if you sign up, sometimes the messages don't go through, but I try and stream during the weekdays on random projects I'm working on, so I get to actually play like regular music. So I've been doing a lot lately too, so I don't know if anyone that is signed up that might not be getting messages, or you might just be at your job, because I kind of do it during the weekdays. But I've been doing that a lot, so... The only thing with those, I don't, you can't record them and upload them. So it's just whatever I'm working on, that's what I just show off that day. And even if you don't want to watch me, there's tons of other people on Picardo. A lot of artists that do a lot of stuff on there, so it's a really great streaming service. And if you want to stream too, if you're sculpting and you want to start streaming, it's kind of a good place to do it. Alright, so what do you guys think of that so far? For like her top half? Sort of trying to do the wrinkles over the belt a bit. Yeah, you might like Picardo. A lot of people are on there. You know, it's not like I get a lot of people following me, because I guess, like I said, I kind of do it doing it on weekdays. But you know, I play just regular alternative music. Some people actually play like cartoons while they work. There's some adult artists there that draw adult stuff that you can't really see on YouTube or Twitch. So basically they're all about the artwork. They're not about the copyrights and all that stuff. Did I close the window? Yeah, I guess I did. Oh, well. We do the belt buckle another time, and then the straps of the belt. I think that'll look a little bit better. And then I'll do the top half another time. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll Dremel a little bit out here to create a zipper. I gotta get those hands fixed too. I gotta get that stuff situated. Alright, so I think that's a good little I also gotta do the pout, the stuff on her booty. Actually, let's create some wrinkles under the booty. Alright, so it looks like at least it's nice and tight on the booty area. So, put that aside. Alright, let's see how Giganta's doing now. Yeah, so we're hardening up really well now. So have a good one, Butterfly. See you next week. Don't get too bamboozled this weekend. So what I like to do is anytime I want to really get something situated, try to use some tape. I promise it doesn't always stick to this stuff too well, but as long as it kind of holds it up. It always kind of hit the other resin underneath type thing. So, just to be on the safe side, since I have some eaves, I'm gonna try to just sort of lock this stuff in place. Sometimes I get worried that the magic soap won't actually hold. So, at least when I go to sand, at least have some kind of something locking it. Well, this side's hardening up pretty well, so it's just this side I want to keep up there. Alright, well that's a good start for the skirt. Yeah, hopefully I'll have enough time one day during next week to actually get in there and sand it down a bit, kind of tweak it a little bit, so this way next stream I can actually just sit there and start doing all the wrinkles and cleaning it up more. Because other than the skirt, once the skirt's done, then I'm gonna work on the bracelet, and I think we could start planning out the hair. So I think, well, I got to do the piece over here too. That's connecting the shirt. Probably clean it up a little bit too when I do the skirt. I got the things for the earrings. So I think the hair should be fairly interesting on how to pull that off. Just got to make sure that I really give a good armature in the back of the hair. I can't just do a metal rod, just one metal rod. I think I might put like 3 metal rods in here. You know, one over here, one here, and one here, and build the flow. So this way it's a little bit more secured into the head. I think that'll be the best bet on that. Yeah, I want to get the bracelet done. I want to get the skirt done. I want to try to get most of the figure done. Then this way we could focus on the hair and try to figure out the base. But all in all, what do you guys think? You like it so far? You think it's a good flow? Like I said, it's not perfectly anime accurate, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, it's really not much more to go. I still want to Dremel out an area for that little trinket I found to put in there at the end, because I think that'll look pretty cool. I gotta work on that. Yeah, other than that, I really don't think there's much more. I got the basic structure going. So maybe I'll try to plan out the hair a little bit more for next stream too. Maybe I can start doing some of that. I gotta plan it out. Magic Sculpting Aves is kind of like, you have that 3-hour work time. After the 3 hours, it starts to get really like hard as a rock like this here. It's getting really tough. And after 8 hours, it cures up just like resin. You know, it's like rock hard. But yeah, I'll tweak this a little bit more over here once I sand this down. Kind of tweak this out too. And hopefully I can get a paintbrush under there. No, no, it's this is just a normal color. This, you know, it's this one's bulk, so you know, the next day after everything's done, it's rock hard. You know, you can sand it down, you can prime it, you can do whatever. So this is Aves, and that's Magic Sculpt. Material comes in all different colors. You can get it in, like, you know, blue, red, black, white, natural, yellow, orange. All depends on what you want to use. But other than that, I think yeah, everything else is kind of in limbo right now. But we have a little Aves, so let's burn this last of this Aves on this character. Try to get this shape going a little bit. I still have the picture of her. There she is. Alright, so I haven't touched this in a while. So this is going to be one of those ones I'm going to try to finish up. So she's got a weird little hair thing going. So let's see. A lot of hair. So her hair on the right side is going to be thicker. So let's give her more of a yeah, Raz, she's still here. I just haven't really, you know, I'm you know, just so busy with other things, kind of just been collecting dust a bit. But I figure throw the saves on her now, kind of build out this little bit of this armature for the hair. We'll get her done someday. With the holidays coming up, I might take a couple personal days. So maybe I'll do a little bit her on Picardo stream maybe. I like to kind of just take a break once in a while during the holidays. I think I'm going to fill up a lot of the hair on her back, just make it really full on her back, just kind of like the picture. I think we'll just kind of really fill it in. What do you think, Raz? Go with that? Like really fill it in? Yeah, we can do that. We can maybe one day just do a hair stream, just kind of fill her out. But I think I'm gonna fill the hair in there, really fill that hair. I think that'll look pretty cool. Yeah, she's been collecting dust. I was saying, you think we should fill the hair in? You know, make a really puffy hair on her. Like really fill in the back, because it'll be a nightmare to try to sculpt hair in there, so I think if we just make it really full, give her like a really just big puffy hair. Yeah, probably do that. Yeah, maybe once Giganta's done, we'll focus on April. We'll focus on her, and then we'll start planning, and we'll also do Black Cat. Yeah, we'll pop out Black Cat real quick, show everybody. So there's Black Cat. So I did a little bit on her, what was it, yesterday? On Picardo. I had some extra A's, so I did this piece here. So I figure, gotta just finish these parts here, put a zipper on her, and then really work out the hands and hair, and then figure out a base. So we're gonna work on her, and April after Giganta's done. We'll really focus on these girls, get them done, and then this way, probably by the end of December or middle December or whatever, I'm gonna make a Patreon post on the Wonder Woman, and then we'll try to see how we can start off next year items. So I think that'll be a good plan. And I'm still waiting to get some items in the mail for Patreon paint-up videos. Everything is delayed, so I really don't have anything. But once I get those, I'll do those. Yeah, so I think that's the lineup. Let's see. And then during the week on Picardo, I'll be doing a lot of commissions, because I'm going to do, whatchamacallit. So we got these, and then what I'm going to do is paint up. I'm going to start paints next week on Catwoman. So I'm going to start paints on her, probably on Picardo during the day. So I'm going to get her all started going. So she's pretty much ready. I cleaned up everything. I just got to clean up the hands, and I got to prep up the heads, and I can paint her up on stream. So she's going to be worked on Picardo. I want to get her done because I got to get her out for a client. And then I'm also going to paint up the Rogue too. I got to start painting up the Rogue. So I got the Rogue over here. So if you guys are free during the weekdays and you see me pop up on streams on Picardo, I'll be working on these hopefully next week. So I'll be doing some paint work and custom work as well. Oh, I can always do something down the line, Raz. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be doing this until the day it doesn't pay the mortgage or I can't move my hands anymore. But that's kind of my items to work on the next few weeks. I gotta try to get the Red Lantern done. I gotta get the other original character done. And just keep plugging away. So I'm going to cut the stream there. I think we're pretty much done. I'm going to take a nice long break. Been at this all day. So that's the lineup. If you guys are around for Picardos, I'll be on those every once in a while. But until next week, hopefully we'll have her set up and I can start finishing out the skirt. So you guys have a good weekend and thanks for stopping by.